And indeed, we're grateful this morning to wake up. It is not that we're righteous than others. It is because of the mercy of Allah that has been able to make us to wake up early this morning. Here we are this morning. Good morning, folks, wherever you are joining us. We want to say good morning to you and welcome to the program. Good morning, Liberia. Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Margibi, 95.7 in Grambassa, 90.7 in Bangabon County, 96.7 in Lofa County. We want to say good morning, folks. Welcome to the program. Good morning, Liberia. It feels good to return here this morning. We are under the weather, and so you know. It is because of you we are under the weather. Imagine us being on the field and we are here again this morning. It is a very hectic task. But it's good to be back this morning. Today is Monday, the 27th of January 2025. We're moving gradually. Very soon we'll be talking about 2026, 2027. And good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are joining us this morning. We want to say welcome to the program. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia. My name is Sekou, and indeed I'm Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, protection of Allah, acceptance, we'll be here this morning up to 10 o'clock. Samara, good morning, my dear sister.
Let me say good morning to you, Sekou. Let me say good morning to all Liberians who's following this broadcast. It's great to be here this morning. It is great to interact with the Liberian people. Today marks the 27th of January 2025, excuse me. And it's great to be here. Let me say good morning to all of you. And let me say welcome. Those of you who's following us online, I encourage you to share the live video. Invite a friend to watch. Invite a friend to participate as we go about this discussion. Those of you who are listening through your radio, I encourage you to turn up the volume a little louder so that, you know, you'll be able to help some of your community dwellers to listen to the information that we are to disseminate this morning. Let me say good morning to you, Sekou, and let's say welcome.
Yes, Samara, it feels good to return here this morning. And we owe this to the people of Liberia, even though we're under the weather. Yes, we are. We needed to return. We needed to come and do the people's job, and this is what we own ourselves to, and we will just need to continue doing our best, you know. So we're here. Today is Monday. How many of you love Monday? Do you love Monday?
I heard that only pastors' children love Monday.
Are you one of them?
No, I'm
I'm told that your father is a pastor. Mr. Wunla is a pastor.
No, my father is a deacon. I'm not talking about deacon. I'm talking about Joseph Parker.
So your papa ne all in the deacon be there?
I talk about Joseph Parker, the 80-year-old deacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my father is not a pastor too.
But he's a deacon.
Yeah.
Difference between deacon and pastor.
A lot. You have to be ordained before you become a pastor.
What a deacon can do?
The deacons in the church, they are like the elders. Right?
Oh.
Yes, you have the head deacon and you have the others that follow. They are the ones that, give advices out to the people in the church. They are the elders of the church, let's just say. And they also on the pulpit too.
They can preach.
Deacons, their work is not to preach except the pastors, see someone that can preach the message and all of that. And one of these days decide to say, oh yes, let the person preach. But they can preach on Father's Day.
On Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day. But like once you're into God business and knows the Bible and everything, you can be able to preach. But let's leave that circle, please.
So Mr. Wola will be watching to see when you'll be preaching.
I knew you wanted to say something.
He will be asking me.
But Seku, how was the game yesterday?
I should be asking you.
No, Seku, you was the one commentating. Yeah.
And you was the one providing all of the assistance and all of that.
I don't put it down here your leg and you just tell the to leave my leg.
So you believe that
when I listen, I be like, okay.
So now you believe that Nimba is a baby to Mangibi?
Seku, I don't know how it happened, but then I shouldn't lie, right?
Even you want to lie, people already know what has happened.
Magibi have team, right? Magibi have team this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And
they've always
had team. Yeah, just that I don't know how they can manage. But Nimba County, they remain supreme. I will always say they are the highest carrier. I will always say. Though we were being defeated by Magibi,
you just get voted.
We did not expect for Seku, it's
all of your boys on a few yesterday. You're thinking that I won't go for fear in Mangibi.
No, it's not that, right? We always turn up for games, right? That is something that people know. But it's actually bad that being a very good friend and big brother to me, Seku, that in this time of mourning, our godfather of Nimba County will not be in sympathy with me, but rather you want to publicly disgrace me. Yeah.
You get all chance again, will do the same thing. Wow.
But let's see as to how it goes, because it's Nimba and not Nimba, but Lopa and Magibi.
Yeah.
But I will be supporting Magibi though. If they beat Magibi again, I don't know how it turn out.
But to be honest, this year county meet is different. You see most of the southeast counters. You got Maryland, you got Grand Jita now, and it's something very interesting though. So it tells you that two of the counties from the southeast, one will go for final, because on Thursday, I'm told unofficial schedule, Mangibi is to go against Lofa.
Thursday or Wednesday?
No, Thursday. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, they can be Wednesday
and Thursday. And the final will be on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So if it is what we're getting, it is truth. That means Mangibi goes against Lofa. And then how were the two southeast?
There's Grand Jita against which one of the Maryland?
I think they should have just done it where you have Grand Jita going against Mangibi or Maryland going against Mangibi. So you don't have the two teams from the southeast going against each other, because the two counties are from the southeast. Grand Jita, Maryland, isn't so?
Yeah, but they know as to how they did it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. They know the fixture and everything, But what we got from the few yesterday,
No, I'm just saying it is
everything.
what that was announced, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not also sure whether it is 100%
Uh-huh.
until we watch and see.
You'll be able to get the
Yes,
t-shirt.
as to whether that will come up, and then we will know exactly. But I want to say thank you to all of our listeners. I want to say thank you to all of you that have been watching Voice of Liberia television, and we received a lot of text messages, people across the country out of Liberia. So we're very humble. We're going to continue to do our best in all of our broadcasts. There are a lot of improvements we've done and continue to do, and we'll continue to do it. By the way, so morning and welcome to the show. If you're out of Liberia, if it is in the afternoon, it is in the evening, we want to say thank you for joining us. We want to sincerely apologize. We are under the weather. And so our voices will not sound like the way you've heard it before. Bear with us. And because of you, we're doing all. But now we're supposed to be resting.
I say
Yeah.
after what happened yesterday, with a heavy heart, I'm here this morning and Seku is just smiling and everything. But anyway,
That's the beauty of
yeah,
it.
that's the beauty.
Acknowledge some of watching us, then we'll move ahead into some of the things we're going to discuss this morning on the show.
Certainly. Before we do that, the cash giveaway is on. And this morning, we are giving out 4,000 Liberian dollars to Liberians. All you need to do is dial *799 *8 hash. Once you dial *799 *8 hash, you just play 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win yourself 4,000 this morning. Elijah K. Colley says, "Good morning, sir. VOL. I'm watching from Kakata City, Margibi County." And then Press Kobula says, "Good morning." Molu Ipper Molu writes, "Good morning. I'm following from Banga, Bon County." Henry Yango says, "Following from my end on this awesome Monday evening. Thanks for the great service." This is Samuel B. Kute Senior. He writes, "Good morning. I'm watching from Banga Lofa Parking." Stanley Sharif says, "Good morning to the peaceful citizens of Bohe Town, Bokbar District, Grand Cape Mount County, Western Liberia. I'm Stanley Sharif, following live from a usual Kosovo resident in Broadville City. Firstly, let me tell the Liberian people that the State of the Nation address, which expected this Monday, will come with lot of failed messages from the various ministries and agencies, because from the beginning of this government operations, the citizens were advised to manage their expectations, and coming to the end of the first wasted year in power, Liberia must expect nothing tangible following from a comfort zone in District 13, Montserrat County, Liberia. Seku, there's too many comments. Yes. Brappy Bar says, good morning, viewer, following live from Bushra Island. The sonnet today is going to be all or recitation because the rescue mission first year was a fiasco. And this is Eric Crusher. This person says, good morning, viewer. Thanks for the great job. Let's get a few more comments here. Asata Miller is watching from Soul Clinic, and she's saying it's good to be on the show this morning. There's too many comments. Christian Sickbed says, good. I'm following from Makata Building Office. He writes, this is Kutape. This person says, good morning, viewer. Following you from Banga City, Bon County. Samira, thanks so much for that important show. And this is Mohammed Miriam J. Sharif. This person says, good morning, Samira and Sekum, and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. Today, I know nobody or somebody will faint because he can't stand for long. Will the Chief Justice and the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court attend the State of the Nation address, where Representative Richard Cohn is expected to present himself as Speaker and preside over the joint session? He writes that with a question mark. Sunday Flomo says, good morning, CEO Seku and Samira. Sunday S. Flomo is my name, watching from Bon County, PB community. Hope truth be told to the Liberian people today by the president on his second sonnet. This is the first, not the second. This is the first, yes. This is the first. Yes, I'm sure about that. Junior Sequence says, good morning, my viewer family. I'm watching from my end, Abandersville Road, and also happy once again to join the train of good information headed by Seku and co-host Samira this morning. May God continue to protect you guys for what you always do for the Liberian people. Thanks to you guys. So that's all of the acknowledgement we will do, right? Let's be able to go into our conversation here. We want to say a big thank you to all of you who's following this broadcast. And we also want to encourage you to share the live video, invite a friend to watch, invite a friend to participate as we go about this discussion. The cash giveaway is on. We're giving out 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning just by dialing 799*8#, and then you play with 100 Liberian dollars. We have 2 winners already. So play now and be a part of our many lucky winners this morning.
You need to keep playing so that you can win more money. There's money. You've got a lot of things to do. And if you win, you say how much today we're giving out?
4,000.
4,000. It helps a lot. You play as many times and you win as many times. You know, so it is very important. So we want to say welcome to the show. If you're just joining us, today is the very first time. This is Voice of Liberia. This is where we converge during the morning hours to talk about the issues that matter to our country. Today, Joseph Boakai will perform his first State of the Nation address since he became president of Liberia, and it is per the Constitution. And so we'll talk about that. And also, there's some society organization or group has come up with a damaging report on the Liberian government. And also they've written members of the parliament or representatives of the United States as to put sanction and whatsoever on some officials of the government, ranging from the vice president of the country. But before we go, there's this post we saw, Samira. I came across this post from the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives in person of Thomas Fala. For those of you that are watching us, you see the post exactly. We've placed it there. It reads, 18 hours ago, it reads, it said, I'm excited to announce the construction of a modern waiting spot or resting place at the St. Paul Bridge in Bientan, Salaye Administrative District. This project will provide a comfortable stop for travelers, stakeholders, and residents entering Lofa County. In collaboration and partnership with our citizens, the Lofa County Legislative Caucus, the government of Lofa, and all stakeholders, we are set to make this dream a reality. The groundbreaking ceremony is set for Friday, January 31st, 2025 at the project site in Town, and preparations are already on the way. I look forward to seeing stakeholders and citizens join us for this important step towards improving our region's infrastructure and travel experience. Together, we are building the better Lofa. That was a post from Thomas Fala. And it is important because we've been heard in Lofa County to raise some of the issues, some of the news that are coming. And let me say this to all of the officials of this country. It is not too late to do good for your people. It is not a bad thing to do good. You know, sometimes you see it to be small. Sometimes you see it not to be anything, but it helps in a long way. Place like Lofa County, you're going to have resting place. It's something laudable. It's something that we need to say, yeah, it's good. If every one of the representatives or leaders from the various districts or counties will do these things, at the end of the day, it brings a lot of changes to your county, your district, and all of that. So to those of you, I think it falls district, I'm not sure, but I will try to find out. But it is in Lofa. So from what I'm seeing, I think they will have even rooms or some other areas there. So I think it's a good thing on the part of Thomas Fala, who is the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. We want to say kudos to you. We wish that this project continues. I think when it comes to development, Thomas has some credit. Yes, I think he built, I don't know what exactly. He had a building or something very gigantic in Lofa County. Thomas Fala has a T5 university. You can say anything you want to say, but it comes to development, he does best. You know, so we want to say thank you, and we hope that this will bring some relief to the people of Lofa County, particularly those of you that will be traveling. We need to have some rest, you know, or those of you that want to travel, you can stand there to wait for a car and some other things. And I think when that is built, it will also help to attract people, and that will be a busy zone, by the way. So I want to say kudos to you, Thomas Fala, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Continue, my young man. Yeah, you know, you like it or leave it. Thomas understand politics. When the issue was at the Capitol building, people say, "Oh, Thomas Fala betrayed the president. Thomas Fala betrayed the president." But now they're talking about no Thomas Fala. If Thomas coming to go listen to some of your go be yeah, politics. Okay. Interest, you understand. So we want to say thank you to you, Honorable Thomas Fala, for that initiative. We'll follow up on it and see. There's this debate from Lofa County. I sent you Samira. They said, you know, there are too many deaths in the country. People are dying on a daily basis. This report is coming that a lifeless body of a girl believed to be at least 8 or 9 years was discovered early Sunday morning in Vonjama, Lofa County. What's happening to our country? And in fact, the knife that was used to murder this girl was being seen. So that is the reason why you see reports will come out and say there are a lot of deaths in Liberia that has been no justice for those of the people, the victims.
Yeah.
That is it, fellow Liberians. That is it. There are a lot of things happening in Liberia that has been no redress to them. Liberia has become so loose. No one to run to. No protection. At the end of the day, people are brave to kill people and nothing comes out of it.
Yes, because the thing is, John Barnes did it and nothing came out of it. And the killings nowadays, it continues to escalate on a daily basis. People just kill people for no reason. Almost everywhere on a daily basis, you will see a lifeless person lying there. And at the end of the day, there will be no proper investigation that will be done for that person. And it's just going to leave just like that. And the next day, you will hear another news. It's the reason why almost every time on second I see that, we will tell you people that if you go out, you better reach home sooner.
Yes.
Because now
that your support, the U.S. can reaffirm its commitment to democratic principles and human rights dignity in Liberia. Thanks for your time and attention. Please contact us as stated below. Should you require more information or wish to discuss the matter in more detail, sincerely, and the executive director of the group is another written on the 24th. It reads, it's an Honorable Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, U.S. Department of State, 2201 C Street, New York, Washington, D.C. 2520. Dear Honorable Secretary, we hope this letter finds you in good health. Please find attached our initial assessment report. It is the same thing in this letter. And so let's go to the report here. And we're going to read word for word on the report. Word for word on the report. It's above the law. It's a human rights abuses during the regime of Joseph Newman Boakai. The summary. It said the human rights situation in Liberia under President Joseph Newman Boakai has been characterized by widespread impunity, state brutality, and the suppression of dissent. Numerous incidents, including police shooting, deaths, ritual killings, and political intimidation, highlights systematic failures in justice and governance. Incidents such as the police shooting of Bangali Kamara, Isha Masale, and James Kennedy have not resulted in prosecutions, perpetrating a culture of impunity. Ritualistic killings, including the murders of Umar Dukle and Moses Vesely, remain unaddressed, reflecting significant gaps in law enforcement capacity or political will. Additionally, cost abuse and neglect have led to the deaths of individuals such as Maurice Gomo and Prince Wayu, raising questions about accountability within Liberia's justice system. Political repression has also become a defining feature of the administration. Thomas Edric, maintenance head in the office of Speaker Kofa, and Eric Suse were tutored and pressured to fabricate lies, amplifying the misuse of state power to silence individuals. Similarly, Andrew Lawson, a prominent critic of the Boakai administration, has been targeted, slinging a dangerous trend of shifting opposition voices. Although isolated prosecutions, such as those of Franklin Doga, Adam, suggest that justice is occasionally served, the overall trend indicates systematic inconsistencies. Vulnerable groups, including women and children, remain disproportionately affected. The unresolved murder of Dorothy Newman and the delayed response of cases of sexual violence like that of Adam Joe underscore the system. Key statistics. The group made a statistics of some of the crimes in Liberia, some of the things that have been happening, and it came up with this. It says total cases documented under this government, 17 most dangerous cases. This will ask state prosecution. The cases that the state has not been able to prosecute, they've not done anything about it. 26 under Joe Boakai first year. 26 cases of prosecution, only 4. And so the group has been able to come up and name those of the people behind the scene, the key actors of all of the problems in our country, ranging from the rule of law, violating the rights of the people, killings of Liberians, intimidating political people, going after people that will be critical on the government. The key actors, the group includes the following individuals from the core group within the administration of President Joseph Nyoma Boaka, who are intimidating or involved, acting individually or in concert in human rights abuses and the breakdown of the rule of law. Number 1, Jeremiah K. Kun, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. Jeremiah Kun, a Liberian national who currently serves as Vice President, is the chief architect of the government's ethic clearing program and is most responsible for promoting political divisiveness in the country. He selects, targets, and directs the security forces to intimidate, conduct illegal, physically, and electronic surveillance perceived are rampant. The tutor of individuals like Tomon Goodrich and Eric Suse, along with critics like Andrew Lawrenson, reflects a troubling abuse of power. These systematic failures demand urgent reform to restore public trust and uphold the principles of justice and human rights in the Republic of Liberia. Here are the recommendations they've been able to give. In light of the grave circumstances articulated above, the following are recommended. Number one, impose global Magnitsky sanction against the above listed persons, including their families. Number two, impose visa restrictions on the above named persons and their families. Number three, revoke the U.S. visa for a conference in March 2024 for the visa. I think it meant 2025. Okay. March 2025 for the vice president of Liberia. Revoke the U.S. visas for all senior government officials due to travel to the U.S. Review Liberia's eligibility under the MCC Compact due to the documented human rights violations. You listen to that. This is a group that is reporting the first year of Joseph Boakai about the human rights violation in the country. This government has come to power, has violated all of the human rights, has continued to do the unlawful things. The president himself is violating the laws. When the president should be the one protecting the laws of the country, he's the one violating all of the laws of our country. There you have it, Samira.
Yeah, Seku, that report, it was something that it is not, strange, just that that group, they were able to outline all of these things, meaning that it is not just we who are in Liberia that are seeing it. The outside world, they are also seeing it. They are also aware as to some of the abuses that Liberians get on a daily basis. How this government, they are treating people. Within that message or that release, Seku, you understand that it says that the peace of Liberia is being threatened by the Joseph Boakai government, or peace that the U.S. or the human rights group, they have spent over 80 years trying to build for Liberia. This government threatens the citizens' peace, and that is no lie about it. They name out individuals, the vice president Jeremiah Kun, very common. Some of these things when we are saying on the radio, maybe some people will feel that, the people there, they are against. But here is it, people from out there, they outline it. They give all of the instances, give all of the names of people that are being killed, some of the names of people that are being killed. So it is not just us who are saying it. We are not just coming to the radio to tell Liberian people, to instill fear into Liberian people, but this is actually happening. This is something that is being recognized by the government.
Evidence are there.
Yeah. It is something that is happening on a daily basis. And absolutely nothing is being done about it. So we ask the question as to where is this country heading under Joseph Boakai leadership? Because when this thing happens, we expect the Justice Ministry to be there for its people and be able to take fair decision. But at the end of the day, they will take side. Once the president speaks, they go on the president. That is what is happening. So people cannot get justice in our own country. Mind you, if this thing continues to happen, people out there will continue to make these releases. At the end of the day, sanction might come. Because people out there, they are seeing it. And it continues to happen. We have had peace here over the period of time, to the extent that if even people want to come out to protest, they will beat on protesters.
The police director will be threatening people.
That is how scary it is. That even citizens cannot be able to speak out freely. We cannot speak out freely. Citizens cannot speak out freely. If you come in the streets, if they cannot beat you, then at the end of the day, if they cannot beat you in the streets, at the end of the day, they will send people behind you to either get you murdered or something. They will be haunting you at night hours. That is what is happening. They go to their various meetings. They mention your name. They will come and hunt you down. It's the kind of country that we are in.
People are dying happening on a daily basis.
It's the kind of country we're in.
If you wake up in the morning, you hear the news about somebody that's been killed.
Yes.
Look at what happened in Lofa.
Yes.
Look at what happened in Monrovia.
Look at
around the country.
That boy explained about the NSA and the Liberia National Police related to the
fire incident.
He said they had the Capitol building. Look at how scary that was. Pity on him, forcing him to say things that he did not do. It's where we are now. And we just read it all for you, Liberians. You listen.
Play the cash giveaway.
It is on *799 *8 hash. *799 *8 hash. Play with $100 Play more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And short play will be doing a draw. So play now. As we will do the next draw, you'll be able to be part of it so that you win your 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Okay.
That's *799 hash. And then you're going to see list of radio stations. Select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars. Play more than one time. And stand a chance to win yourself 4,000 LRD.
Let's go to the lines and listen to you Liberians who've said owls. It is your time to speak. For those of you in Monrovia, we have 2 numbers for you. The 2 numbers are 0770 907 907 0770 907 907 0880 907 907 0880 907 907 are the numbers for those of you in Monrovia. Only for the callers in Monrovia and 8 environs. For those of you in Monrovia and 8 environs are the numbers we just announced are your numbers. For those of you in the counties, you are there in Lofa, you are there in Mangibi, you are there in Banga, you are there in Grambassa, you are there in Sino, in other parts of the country. Here are your numbers: 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 0555 184711, 0555 184711 are the numbers for those of you in the counties. For those of you, the female, you're listening and you want to form part of the show, here is your number: 0773 978564. 0773 978564 is only intended for the female. Let's go to the lines and take a call. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Zebu.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, and let me say good morning to Samara. My name is Washington Swoop, and I call from Seasville.
Okay, Washington, go ahead.
Let me appreciate you, and let me also appreciate those who came up with that report. You know, this government is destroying this country. Record commons and other things that this is a childless situation where SOD just used to struck people with that nothing will come from RLA. This government has damaged the country. There's a serious action that needs to be taken against the government to stop what they are doing. People need to be free, people need to express themselves. People need to put them, people are dissatisfied with this government, they need to express it. But Gregory Commons has need to deal with the killer regime where SOD, ATU need to maltreat people. And this is bad for the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show. We'll take more of your calls this morning, and then later on, we'll move on to talk about the Sunan. For our counties people, maybe you didn't get the numbers. Before we go back to the lines, the numbers for the counties, the numbers are 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 0555 184711. This person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, this is James Reginald Momo Jr. I call from Grand Bassa County.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you for the program. All what you have said is what going on. So we need for the president to set example, meaning that he should do the best thing, because they start getting ready from the head. So when the fish get ready from the head, what do you expect of the body? So yesterday we were crying, and today we continue to cry. So we want it to come to an end.
Okay.
And before you drop the line, I already have problem with the cash they gave away.
Okay, we'll talk that at later on, please. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
Yes, morning.
Yeah, there is something Boso Williamson are joining from Duazon this morning.
Dwazon, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the topic on the discussion. For me, I'm one of the person who is completely discouraged in this government because the man who served as a president served this country for 12 years and for the some years in government to run the country in a funny manner, it's discouraging. But let me just say this, that is news to see one Greco common behaving to Liberians. I have to say he came with a set mind to behave the way he's behaving. I saw a video that made me to have no confidence in Gregory Como anymore when it comes to the way he maltreated one of the journalists. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no confidence on their but to our 14-year crisis. We as Liberians, we have to take the lead to make sure that this place can be eradicated. Because what happens here is that if we don't do that, definitely those people that are seeing it from the diaspora, from the other side, there are other groups that will come out to make sure that they cannot just sit there with writing, but will be able to impose other youth or other people that are disqualified to make our country to stabilize. We don't need government that will put the Liberian people to the point where we will not enjoy our democracy, we will not enjoy the national cake, but
You're listening to yourself.
yeah, so we want our
Okay,
country to
let's take another person. This person. Morning.
I've sent something for you
Thank you
from
very much.
Bonkante. Yeah, from Bonkante. So let me say congratulations. I see you. Let me tell you, I don't know how we are going to cry in this country because we have cried until our tears is coming down with blood. Because government continue to do one thing over and over again. I can't have with they are not changing. They still continue to do the work. They continue to do the work. So actually, with this United Party led government, let them just forget about this country because no, they will not proceed well, and we said that more time. We said that 4 more years, we got more time, and we they are not proceeding the right way. Look at the information we are getting from the American embassy. Look at the information we are getting. Because they crying on from the hands of the police director and the vice president of the Republic of Liberia that they want to put pressure on them. See what I say? I just got that information this morning. Yeah. So what should the government treat the citizen like this? There's no war going on. There's no war going on as CEO. So I not expect the led government. That's why when people ask me, I say the president is not performing like a president, so I would never call him president. He's not performing like a president. You getting me? So we are tired with this government.
Thank you very much. This person on the line. Good morning.
morning.
Morning. Let's hear you.
and they are calling themselves lawyer. It's so unfortunate for people who go to school and people want to follow the first that. So I want to say congratulations to those reports and the need that you mentioned. You know, the international people look at that and come to the aid of the Liberian people. Because yesterday things were happening like the Makate pay away when all the country say all this are in a minute and it was session illegal people in the country illegally, and today in a sinful more than a sinful more than it against everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my colleague. Thank you. Let's go and take another person here on the line. Allowing you Liberians to other
start. They don't care what we go through. They don't help us. His Excellency having sat with us to know what we go through so he can pass on executive orders the President Baka did, the President executive. But right after the first 21 days, in the first 21 days, the President of the state with the indigenous businesses and ask them and people what are some of the things they're going through. But he make a lot of promises to us that make the Nigerian people vote. But up to present, we haven't heard from our father, President Baka. We are waiting to hear from you. If not, Oseku, we will peacefully examine the people who can come be or okay and ask President Baka to sit with us and talk to us. It's a much that President Baka sit with Nigerian businesses. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic. He's the head of Patel, and he comes with a lot of portfolio, by the way. Yeah, so that is it here this morning. Then we went on this report issue. We move on, trying to get Samira to call the winners of the cash giveaway. Trying to get Samira. Okay, so we will shortly go on to what you expect from President Joseph Boakai today, as he's going to be addressing the nation, a State of the Nation address, giving us all he has done, what his government has been able to do, and what the government intends to do, putting before the legislature and all of that. We're gonna be giving you the time. What do you expect? What are your thoughts? Do you think he's going to say, or are there things that you think he can say, or the government has done that he will be speaking about, or you think all of what he's going to be saying is just going to be as just usual? You think the promises he made, he has been able to live out to the promises? By the way, so we go to the lines. We'll call the winners later on the show. Here, for those of you keep playing.
So we cannot call the winners now. So don't you think?
Yes, call the winners. I want you to do. Okay, so call the winners now, and then from the calling the winners, then we go ahead and allow Liberians to call in and tell us what they make of the Suna today that is going to be addressed by Joseph Numa Boakai. So we'll be expecting. So call the winners of the cash giveaway, and then we will move ahead.
Okay, so keep dialing *799 *8 hash *799 *8 hash. Keep dialing that code as we will call out winners. Yeah. So while we are calling out the winners, it's prudent enough that you continue playing so that your number can drop part of our numbers. And you'll be able to win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So the code this morning is *799 hash. Then you select option 8 for Voice of Liberia and play with your 100 LRD. It's stand a chance to win yourself 4,000 LRD. So *799 *8 hash. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
My name is Samira One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Oh, I'm Joseph Moiba.